Hello. I think this is working. I seem to have a bit of a streaming issue, which is really strange. So I shouldn't have a streaming issue. So anyway, namaste. If for some reason the streaming gets bad, just give me about 15 minutes to get home and I will start again. So if we suddenly have a drop in transmission, but I mean, look down here, it's beautiful. I ended up, I was up on the land and just up the back here, but it was a little bit too windy, I thought. It's actually quite southerly, so I'm facing south. We've got a strong southerly wind today, but you wouldn't even know it here. So we're actually looking north, of course, and it is just beautiful. We've had a few swans swimming by. I passed a hawk. Oh, hello. I'm just doing a live stream. Yeah, I passed a hawk too on the way here, which was really cool.
I'm sorry.
You're all right. Yeah, it's just beautiful here, isn't it? The sun's coming out. So welcome. This is our healing event for some of my Temple of Balance patrons. We have 38 people on the healing list today. So I have my drum here. I've got my rattle if I need it. Please let me know too if you can hear me, if I'm coming through loud and clear. And I've got a bit of a smudge stick and just very much felt like I wanted to connect with the earth. And I keep hearing the words. It's part of a mantra, I think, a shamanic mantra that says, "Mother, I feel you under my feet." Thanks, Kathleen. "Mother, I hear your heartbeat." And I've been repeating that to myself all week, and it's just really helping me stay grounded. And I really felt that it would be really nice to connect with some really strong grounding energy today. When I was going to bed last night, I was reflecting and feeling upon what might be a good focus for our connection today. And I thought, we've done a lot of letting go. We're always talking about letting go. And like I said in a post this morning with my sunrise post, I really feel it's an important thing to get into the habit of doing every single day. Some days require more focused letting go than others. But if we can get into the habit of constantly releasing and surrendering and letting go, then we're constantly allowing our life to move into a favourable direction. So we spend so much time letting go. I thought today for this healing event we'll focus on some grounding and some real anchoring of the energy we want to bring forward, the improvement, the potential, our ideas, our projects, our dreams, joy, happiness, peace, whatever it is that might be important for us as individuals. So I'm feeling this really strong rootedness to the earth. So it feels very appropriate to be here wrapped up in this tree. I've got this tree. Oh, can I show you? I'll show you if I can. This tree just wraps all around where we are. So it's like I'm standing here being hugged by this beautiful old tree. Now I've got to try and get my tripod back into position. Where do you want to go? Okay, maybe there somewhere. So the tripod's actually sitting over a tree, obviously, over a branch. So, oops. So I think the best thing, I'm doing this very intuitively, perhaps more so than usual. So I really am just going to flow with it. I don't know how I'm going to fit or how we're going to work your names into everything. I've got you all here in a little cup. All of those of you on my healing list, there's 38 of you. So we'll be incorporating you at some stage during this connection. When that will be, I'm not really sure yet. Oh, nice. Actually, I've got a garnet too in my necklace here. I don't wear this very often, but I just felt it so grounded, so earthy today. So we're going to start with some smudging. Let me grab my lighter. So take a nice big breath. Nice big breath. I'll stand to the side because it's just so beautiful here. And I'm going to light this little piece of sage out of the wind, hopefully. So just take some really nice big breaths and just let yourself be here in these moments. Be open to receiving what you need, because what you need for your highest truth, you can trust that's what you will receive. It's a nice big breath. Oh, there's a horse, there's a lady walking, I'm assuming it's a lady, there's a person walking a horse in the water just over here out of shot. So nice big breath as we imagine this sacred smoke washing over our body and carrying away with it all negative energies, entities, cords, hooks, attacks and attachments. Let's be willing to let go, to surrender our worries, our stresses, the pressure that we're under, and just really bring ourselves into this moment, into the here and now. Only this moment exists. Only you here in your body, breathing your breaths, having this experience. This is all that matters right now. See if you can put everything else aside. See if you can put it out the door, even just for this time period. So surrendering the tension that you're holding, surrender everything that's holding you back. There's something really beautiful and calm about this moment, which is beautiful because it is so windy. So I feel really honoured and privileged to have found this calm piece of nature. I just had to be in nature. It was supposed to rain a lot today, and I was trusting that it wouldn't be raining during this time, and it's not. It's absolutely beautiful. So thank you. Okay, I don't have a smudge bowl, but we've got a whole beach of sand. So I'll just put out my smudge stick here. Okay, we're going to start by pulling a healing energy card. Actually, we're going to start by pulling one of my new healing energy cards. I just want to get a feel for the energy and see what this wants to add to this current space. And then we'll connect with each person I'm feeling on the healing list. So nice big breath. So I'm feeling this strong grounded energy, this strong feeling of anchoring, of connection with the moment, and really bringing or manifesting our dreams, our ideas, our healing, the improvement that we want to see in our life, the joy. I really want to work with this energy to anchor that into our life. So what do we need to know around that, or to add to that, is what I'm looking for in a card here. So let's see, what have we got? We've got regeneration. This is card 86, and for now, because this is subject to change, it says filling the void with an upgraded new. This actually really speaks to me in regards to what we've been, or actually what I've been talking about, but what we've been doing. So we've spent so much energy and time and focus and attention letting go. We've brought the fire through the forest. We've burnt all the debris out, everything that doesn't need to stay in our life. And now we're left with this void, this space, this room. What are we going to create in this room now? What are we going to create in this void, in this burned out forest? Can you see the horse in the background? Don't know. Yeah, here. Oh, here. There's a little horse there. So what are we going to create in this space? So, you know, letting go is really important, but there's also that energy of renewal and letting things regenerate in our life, that it doesn't always have to be about the struggle. So we might reach a point where we've got to let the old story go, and we've got to let the struggle go and recognise actually that we have created space. We've created a blank canvas for ourselves. Now what are we going to paint on it? sometimes that is a difficult step to take too. What are we going to birth? How are we going to bring the new in? And that's what I'm really interested in connecting with today. So regeneration is our focus at moving forward. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a little seedling here just sprouting. This is the new that we're connecting in with. Okay, let's get prepared. You take some nice big breaths if you want to. And I'm getting my list, my people. Actually, I might work with my list. I bought two, oh, can you hear me? I don't know if I'm all covered my microphone. I bought two ways of connecting because I wasn't sure what I was going to do and how I was going to connect with you all. So I've bought a bowl with your names on it, and I've also bought a sheet with your names on it. And I feel I'm going to connect with the sheet. Hi everybody, if you just joined in, welcome. So I've got a sheet with all of your names, and I'm actually going to pull a healing energy card for you all. Ah, great, thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to start at the top of the list and work down. I'm going to pull a card for each of you that's especially connected with what I've been talking about. So grounding, anchoring, bringing change into our life, manifesting, in many ways our physicality. What changes do we need to make, or improvements do we need to make in our life, in our body now, in moving forward? So I'm going to pull a card for each of you, and then I'm going to drum for each of you as well. And we'll drum and hold that space and anchor this energy in. So let's just see how I'm going to do this. We'll just see if the paper will stay here. So just bear with me a second. I think it might. Okay, so first person that we're connecting with for our healing event for November is Carol White. So Carol, take a nice big breath. Now your cards that I pull for you, you may want to work with, keep close by for a couple of days if you want to. And well, we'll just see. I'll offer a few words of guidance, I guess, around your card, and you can see how that fits in or how that feels to you. So Carol White, your card is mental healing. So this is about, and especially in regards to our focus, which is regeneration and bringing forward, anchoring that solution sort of energy forward. This is reminding you just to keep aware of what you're thinking, and that your mind is a powerful manifester. So your mind and your intentions and what you're thinking in your mind helps create your current space. So keep in mind, keep aware of what you're thinking and how you're thinking it. And you might want to back some thoughts off and align your thoughts with manifesting what you want to bring into your life. So you've got mental healing, Carol. Thank you so much. Next is Jodi Kerry. Jodi, nice big breath, please. And we've got this card for you. Oh, abundance, yes. Abundance card 39. This says that there's abundance all around you. Abundance in the form of good flows, opportunities, gifts, good health. So abundance very much in alignment with what we're talking about today, that grounding and manifesting and bringing that energy into our life. So you have it all around you. So be open to receiving what you need, and also recognize how worthy you are of abundance and of letting improvement come into your life. So that's your card, Jodi, abundance. Okay, next is David Magness. David, nice big breath, please, and we'll see what you need to know around this for now. And we have this. We have emotional healing. So this is reminding you to really move with the flow of how you feel. So be careful that you're not too caught up in your thinking your way through, but instead feeling and flowing your way through just that little bit more. And that will sink you a bit further into yourself and into the movement of your life and where it wants to go, especially in regards to anchoring improvement and your ideas and your dreams into your life. So what you want to bring forward into your life, feel your way towards it. Try not to overthink your way towards it. It's good to work with the power of our mind, but I'm feeling for you, especially David, getting into that deep sense of feeling is probably going to be helpful. So thank you. Anne-Marie Douglas, you're next. So nice big breath, Anne-Marie. And your card is this. It's cellular change. I'm pretty sure, didn't we get this card recently? I'm pretty sure this card came up for you last time when I connected with you, like a few days ago. This is again just highlighting that same energy. So this might definitely be a card that you want to take out of your deck and keep by your side for a few days. This is talking about a depth of love and a depth of healing. So remember, I talked before about it's coming into my memory now, that I talked about dropping into the ocean instead of just skimming and believing what you're seeing on the surface. So it's not just about what you see and what you're responding or reacting to in your life that you're witnessing. It's time to drop deeper now. Dive down into the ocean like the whales or the dolphins. Drop down as deep as you can and get to know the underneath of what you're seeing. So that's where real deep healing is held for you, is what I'm feeling. So that's cellular change. Thanks, Anne-Marie. Next is Matthew Keith. So Matt, take a nice big breath and we'll see what comes up for you. I trust this is streaming okay. I noticed my video from last month when we did the fire ceremony was very jagged. So I'm interested to, hopefully this one is smooth. But Matt, your card is this here. Oh, it's Heaven on Earth, card 44. So this is about your vertical alignment now and making sure that you're really nice and plugged in and connected to the universe above, to spirit, if you like, or connected to whatever you determine is the universe, and also connected and plugged into the earth. So there's that really strong vertical connection, that plugging into above, plugging into below. It's a bit like the tree branches stretching up above and the tree roots stretching down below, and your body's here in the middle, like the trunk, if you like. So ensure that you're really nice and plugged in on that vertical plane and really nice and connected, and that will help you anchor and connecting with this grounding energy that we're bringing through. So Heaven on Earth, that's for you, Matt. I trust that makes sense. Thank you. Okay, now it's Chelsea. Chelsea Keith. Chelsea, nice big breath, please. And your card is this. It's Time Tunnels. So this is talking about healing more on an actual horizontal plane. So this is more about your timeline now. It's about unpinning yourself from the past and your pain of the past that you might still be holding on to. Because when you unpin yourself from the past and you don't, you give yourself permission to free yourself from that, it almost feels like a cage that you're trapped in from the past. As you give yourself permission to leave that cage, you're actually changing the course of your future. So this is a timeline that's not just connected with the past, but it's also connected with your future. As you unpin from the past, you free up your future. So if you want to go forward, it actually is about now stepping out of that cage, is what I'm feeling. So there might be some karmic healing that's taking place too, and allowing yourself to move forward. So I trust that helps you. Thanks, Chelsea. Next is KantiDevi Wedad. KantiDevi, nice big breath. Okay, your card is this. It's self-love. So this is really about making time for you and getting to know who you are, not only through self-love, but through self-acceptance. Accepting the gift that is you, accepting the powerful qualities that make up who you are. This is really powerful and quite deep and beautiful. So allow yourself to access self-love at deeper levels if you can. So thanks, KantiDevi. Next is Gayle McCoy. Gayle, nice big breath, please. Now, if you want to be on the healing list for next month, you're very welcome to become a patron on my Temple of Balance Patreon page. You can see the link in the video information around here somewhere, and you will be automatically added to the list next month if you want to be. So Gayle McCoy, your card is this. We've got cellular change again. So this is again talking about a depth of love and a depth of healing, and bringing it into the real depth, the cells of your body and the real deep parts of your life. So be careful you're not skimming the surface and reacting and responding to things at face value, but drop deeper now. Give yourself permission to access what's going on for you deeper. This is where real, true healing is held for you. So your cells in your body are calling for deep healing. So I trust that makes sense. Thanks, Gayle. Okay, next is Christopher Regan. So nice big breath, please, Christopher. And your card is this. This is grounding, it's anchoring, it's balance, and especially connected with your feet. So you might want to give your feet a little massage perhaps while you're connecting, but also feeling the weight of your body on your feet as you stand, as you bend your knees and you hold your body in a really strong, balanced, stable state. So this is very much aligned with the energy that I'm connecting with here today. So really a lot of grounding and balancing, connecting with your feet, which we could say also connecting with your body. And that's really what a lot of this is about that I'm wanting to connect with today, is bringing that energy into our body, bringing our dreams now into reality, our ideas, our desire for happiness or love or peace, to now bring these into our body so we can start using them. So thanks, Christopher. Next is Leslie Laagel. Leslie, nice big breath, please. Okay, and your card, Leslie, is this. It's third eye chakra opening. So this is very much about trusting more in your instincts and trusting more in your intuition and letting your intuition guide you just a little bit more. So the key to this is trusting in it. So like I've said many, many times, you could be the most intuitive person in the world, but if you're not trusting it, then it's just like air and it's very difficult to grasp and make any things substantial and productive out of that energy. So to make your intuition count, consider where you're lacking in trust and how you can build your trust in yourself. So I trust that makes sense. Thanks so much, Leslie. Okay, next is Rebecca Ross. Rebecca, nice big breath, please. Isn't it just beautiful here? It's actually coming out really hot, which is strange because it's only 13 degrees Celsius when I got out of the car, but the sun's got some bite to it here. So Rebecca Ross, your card is this. It's self-acceptance. So this is about accepting who you are. It could extend out into your life as well as accepting things about your life or people in your life. But this is very much about accepting you and also about accepting your body. So if you're rejecting your body, if any of us are rejecting our body, it's going to unground us straight away. So this is reminding you, this card, Rebecca, and anyone this resonates with, to think about how you can find an acceptance about your body and acceptance about who you are. And if there's parts about your body that you might be able to change, then this is also gives you hopefully the motivation to do whatever you need to do, like eat more healthily perhaps, or exercise more regularly, or whatever you might need to do to help you feel more accepting of your body. So self-acceptance, that's your card, Rebecca. I trust that makes sense, and thank you so much. Next is Andrea Stuart. Andrea, nice big breath, please. I'll just move my drum out of the sun. I don't really like being in the sun much. Oops, lost my microphone. Hold on a minute. Hold that thought, Andrea. We'd better pin this back and get back over here. So Andrea Stuart. Oh, hold on. All sorts of fun when you're doing things on location. So Andrea, now we can focus on you. So nice big breath, please. And we have this card for you, Andrea. It's Spirit Message. This is about paying attention to the signs and the synchronicities. That the signs and the synchronicities are all around you and they're confirming where you need to go, what you need to do, where you need to be. Trust them. You can trust in the signs of the universe and the synchronicities that are happening around you. Any sign that you get more than 3 times is worthy of your attention. So really pay attention to the signs. You don't need to avoid them. They're trying to point you in a direction is the feeling. So thanks, Andrea. Next is Allison. Allison, your card is this. Oh, it's meditation. This is reminding you to stay focused and really think about how you can simplify things at this time. So be careful you're not overcomplicating things at the moment and keep things simple and keep yourself focused. So I trust that makes sense. Thank you, Allison. Next is Bronwyn Usher. Nice big breath for me, please, Bronwyn. Okay, your card is this. It's reconnection. So this is suggesting that you might have been feeling separate or disconnected lately, and that it's important to think about, a little bit like what I shared with Matt about reconnecting and plugging in. There's a similar feeling here. So this is about reconnecting with the things that are important to you. What I like to do if I'm totally distracted or if I'm feeling disconnected, I remind myself to tend to the nest. And by that I mean tend to the things that are important to me and use that as my starting point to then connect with the other things that aren't quite as important. So reconnect with the things that are important to you might be worth considering for you, Bronwyn. I trust that makes sense. Thank you. Next is Charley Ross. Charley, your cards is this. It's creation. This is potential. This is that blank canvas that I talked about at the very beginning. It's the burned out landscape, we could say, which may look destructive and terrible and devastating to some people, but there's also a lot of potential for growth and renewal in this. So it's showing the potential, especially coming out of a bit of a challenging, tough time perhaps, that there is hope for you moving forward and that you actually do have a blank canvas in front of you waiting and ready for you to paint whatever it is that you want to paint with your life going forward. So thanks so much, Charley. I trust that resonates. Now, next is Angela James. So Angela, nice big breath, please. Now, if you're not one of the people I'm connecting with, or if you're on my list and I haven't got to you yet, or I have already connected with you, there's probably some things that are coming up that also speak to you quite personally, and that is no accident. So you can work with that information if you want to. If I was sitting here connecting with this, I'd be having my journal and I'd be writing down the few things that just really spoke to me as they came forward. So, Angela James, your card is this. It's truth. So this is about keeping yourself protected and your boundaries up and being, I want to say, like a warrioress of truth. So making sure you're being completely honest with yourself and honest in situations, and that you're doing things that you know to be right and things you know to be true. There's also that energy here of releasing illusion or your fear and the things that have been holding you back and moving forward from a space of truth. So there's cutting ties too that's connected there, I feel. Trust that makes sense, Angela. Thank you so much. So next is Janice Chalmers. Janice, nice big breath. And your card is this. It's charging. So this is about allowing yourself to recharge, to replenish your energy levels, to refuel your body as you need to. And you might find you need to do that a lot right now. There's nothing wrong with that. So some phases we go through, some years, some months, we need more recharge than other times. And if it's a time now when you need more, I want to let you know that it's okay. So do what you need to do to recharge and keep refueling yourself, keep restoring your energy levels. It feels important. So I trust that makes sense, Janice, and thanks so much. Next is Elle Du Bois. Elle, nice big breath, please. And Elle, your card is this. This is self-acceptance again. So this is again reminding you about accepting yourself for who you are. You might find this reflecting in your life situations too, but it's very much quite home. It's about your own body and who you are and finding acceptance with you. You know, sometimes I think we treat ourselves as our worst enemy, but we should treat ourselves as our best friend. So see what you need to do in regards to accepting who you are. So thanks, Elle. Next is Amanda Sanders. Amanda, your card is this. It's support. It's support. So you've got a lot of support coming in around you. You've got a big gathering of beings that are coming in around you and offering their support. So notice that support that's there for you and accept it, embrace it, and let it build your energy up. Let it boost you. Let it help you heal and feel safe and secure and supported. So thanks, Amanda. I trust that makes sense. Now I'm connecting with Ellen Stenslie. So we've still got a few more connections yet because it's 38 on my list and we're just over halfway, just so you know. And then I'll be getting out the drum. So Ellen Stenslie, nice big breath please. Ellen, your card is truth as well. So this is really about aligning with your truth, and I get this feeling that your truth is becoming more important to you. And this is a really great thing. So let your truth evolve, let it grow, let it work for you, let it help be the backbone, if you like, or the foundation for your whole life. Stand tall and strong in your truth, but also flexible and not forceful in pushing your truth onto others. So thanks, Ellen. Next is Adriana Kuliskova, I think. Adriana, you test me with my pronunciation, but I may pronounce your name okay. So Adriana, this is your card now. It's a nice big breath, and we have this. Ancestral healing. So this is about clearing through the bloodline. So through your bloodline, you might see the female bloodline or the male bloodline, and you might notice a common thread that's going on between them. So you've been encouraged to let go or even look at your ancestral bloodline in regards to what you're going through now. So I trust that makes sense. Thank you so much. Just make sure my phone's not getting too hot here in the sun. I'm just thinking, I wonder if I need to get into the shade a bit. There's not a lot of shade around. We'll just hang tight for now. Please let me know if the connection's not good, because then I can do something about it. Okay, Susan Macmillan. Susan Macmillan, your card is this. It's soothing. So this is allowing your emotions to calm down, allowing yourself to settle, especially emotionally, and letting that be a part of your experience at this time. So taking some big breaths and letting things calm down is the message for you. So I trust that makes sense, Susan. Thank you so much. Next is Kimberly Veness. Kimberly, your card is this. Abundance. So there's abundance and good flow around you. So you've been encouraged to stay open to noticing that. Know that you're worthy of it and you're deserving of the abundance that's around, and welcome it into your life. I am in the flow. I am abundant, and letting that come. If you're focusing too much on lack or what's missing, then you're kind of keeping abundance at a distance. So recognize the abundance that's there. That'll bring more into your life. I trust that makes sense, Kimberly. Thank you so much. Next is Zeina Baksmaty. Zeina. Oh, that breeze is nice, actually. There's a little slight breeze coming in. Zeina, your card is time tunnels. So this is about, remember when I talked with Chelsea about unpinning the past so that you can free up where you're moving into in the future. So there's something that you're going through now that might be more trapping you in the past more than you realise. So you might need to consider travelling back to that past event or whatever it was to unpin yourself and that will help propel you further into your future in a more positive way. It can be a bit confronting, this card, but you know, it's not a bad thing because there's a lot of potential in the outcome with it. So I trust that makes sense for you, Zeina. Thank you so much. Fiona Coughlin. Fiona, your card is this. We've got abundance again. This is popular. So again, this is about going with that flow and welcoming abundance in. So be careful that you're not fixating on where you're lacking or what's missing, and let that abundance flow into your life like a waterfall, like you're standing under a waterfall and just letting that abundance flow over you. So that's your card, Fiona. Thank you so much. Next is Sarah Jones. Sarah, nice big breath, please. Your card is this here. Oh, I am expanding. Okay, this is about expanding from your ego, your wounded self, your wounds, your fears, your hurt, your issues, and letting yourself expand from there. You can only expand from there when you heal that stuff. So this is a really great sign because it's showing you're expanding from your wounds. So you're letting yourself lift up out of that wounded space and into a freer, more expanded space. So this is a great confirmation and a great sign for you. So thanks, Sarah. I trust that resonates. Next is Mary Ann Osias. Mary Ann, nice big breath, please. And your card is this. It's the same one. So you're probably already resonating with what I was saying. So this is showing the progress that you're making. When you get this card, it's showing that you're moving out of something. It's a bit like the Spiral of Grace card, which we haven't seen yet. But this is also showing that we're moving out of wounds. So for you, Mary Ann, you're also lifting up out of wounds. You're expanding your being. You're making progress. And I feel that we all probably would do well to remember that, because sometimes we're just way too hard on ourselves. So congratulations to you. Thanks, Mary Ann. Next is Sandi Greenham. So we've just got probably 10 more people to connect with. So Sandi Greenham, yours is this. It's playfulness. So this is very much about lifting your spirits, and consider how or where or what areas of your life have become heavy and burdened and maybe pressured, and what you can do to lift your spirits now to help and maybe bringing some playful energy in, doing something creative, listening to music, something that helps lift your spirits out of that heavy, pressured energy. So I trust that makes sense for you. Thanks, Sandi. Next is Avril Daly. Avril, nice big breath, please. Wow, I could nearly go for a swim in there. It's so warm. Well, the water will be freezing. It's not going to happen. It has to be extremely hot for me because we have very cold waters down here in Tasmania. Okay, Avril, your card is this. Oh, it's the journey. This is about trusting your journey as you step towards the unknown. That, you know, you might not know where you're going, and that's okay. You can just keep trusting in those one steps at a time as you're moving towards where it is that you want to go or where you're being led towards. So you can trust in your journey moving forward. Thank you so much, Avril. Next is Angie Griswold. Angie, your card is this. Oh, it's observation. So this is about stretching past your limitations. Your soul wants you to grow. So don't limit yourself by hiding yourself away in a box. Let your soul grow now. Let it stretch out. Break that box down. Let yourself grow away from your limitations. So this might be important to consider your limitations and what's holding you back and how you can stretch out of those, how you can break your limitations down now. So I trust that makes sense for you, Angie. Thank you so much. Next is Pamela Florea. Pamela, your card is this. We're seeing some new ones we haven't seen yet, which is cool. This is meditation, freedom actually. And this is talking about freeing your mind. and being careful that you're not giving your power away to your thoughts and worrying and stressing about things, but letting return your power back into your body, especially your solar plexus chakra, and think about reconnecting with your body instead of feeding those thoughts that are probably getting a bit out of control. So nice big breaths as you settle back into your body. So that's your guidance, Pamela. Thank you so much. Next is Elle Du Bois. Hold on, didn't I already say Elle's name? I wonder why you're twice on the list. Huh, that's weird. I hope I haven't missed someone then. So we've already connected with you, Elle, so we don't need to again. I really don't know why you're on twice. I'll have to double check my list and make sure I didn't miss anyone, and if I have, I will connect with you privately. So next is Marguerite Pepper Brady. Marguerite, nice big breath. And your card is this. Oh, we've got reunion. This is about bringing forth your masculine energy, your assertive, driven, productive, determined sort of energy, the strength, the courage, your passion to move forward, and let that drive move you is the feeling here. So maybe work with that energy a little bit more, because it feels like it wants to come through strongly, that masculine energy, that courage and drive in forward movement. So set yourself a goal perhaps and see what you need, what steps you need to take to get there, is what I'm feeling from that. So I trust that helps, Marguerite. Thank you. Next is Jane Larson. So it was just a couple more people to connect with now, and then we'll do some drumming. So Jane Larson, your card is this. Oh yes, I love this. Rise of the Phoenix. Okay, Jane, I'm going to read this because I find it so inspiring. It says, take everything to the next level. Rebirth, new life, let go of the expired, emerge as your authentic you. You are creation. You create galaxies through your actions and intentions. Expand. This is you rising like the phoenix, leaving everything behind and just rising up in your true full power. And how inspiring is that? I trust that makes sense for you, Jane, and I trust it inspires you as well if you're watching and your name's not Jane. So thank you, it inspires me every time. Next is Martha Samuels. Martha, your card is this. Oh, we've got white light. This is about cleansing and clearing through your spine and really letting yourself purge the old stuff, the toxicity that you've been holding on to, and letting that stuff go so you can move forward. So very much a purging, purification energy coming through with this. So I trust that makes sense, Martha. Thank you. Next is Nicole Wiggins. Nicole, I think with the tides going out a wee bit. Nicole Wiggins, your card is this. Ah, yes, the Rise of the Phoenix again. I love this. This is really great now as we're moving towards the end here and getting prepared for our drumming. So again, take everything to the next level. It's time for you to rise up, let the new come into your life, that you are the Phoenix. So you're creating galaxies, you're creating life through your intentions for freedom, your intentions to start something new, the choices that you're making. So thanks, Nicole. I trust that resonates. Next is Elaine Thelen. So Elaine, a nice big breath, please. And your card is this. Oh, we've got manifest. Yes. This is about bringing your ideas into reality, which is very much about what this whole connection is about. So this is about moving through the stages. You have the idea, then you take action to bring that idea into fruition. And that's very much about what this card's about. It's about the action and the actual fruition. So enjoy what you've created for yourself that's all around you. You know, you've created a lot that you see all around you, so enjoy that. And as you notice what you're creating around you, you will be able to create more. So that's the manifest card. Lucky last is Tami Dunn. Tami, what do you need to know for now in regards to this healing time? Your card is this. Thanks, Kathleen. Oh, you've got ancestral inspiration. So this is very much about healing through the bloodline, and you're probably already relating to this at this time. So this will confirm for you that you're travelling through the female line or through the male line of your family line is important at the moment for your healing. So let yourself do that so you can understand more about yourself, understand more about these family figures, which will then give you the space and the awareness, the understanding to move forward. So that's ancestral healing, healing through your bloodline. So thank you so much, and thank you so much everybody. Thank you for your patience. I'm slightly concerned that my phone is like way overheating, so it's not really any shady spot. It's so sunny here. Anyway, let's just do some drumming. So when I drum, I have to unpin my microphone. Let me just do a drum test and then we'll set the microphone up. Yeah, this will be nice. So, okay, yep, I'm just thinking, there's not really any shade. There might be shade on this other side of this tree. Let me just, I'll just have a little peek. Oh no, there's too much water over there. That's all right, we'll just flow with it. So I'm going to unpin my microphone in a second and pin it somewhere, I don't know where yet. And I'm just going to drum. And what I'm drumming for is to hold this space for all of you that I've connected with and the messages that came up for you. I want to really reinforce that energy with the drum. So I want to think about amplifying or offering assistance or support of whatever it is that came up and whatever resonated with you. So I want to support that for you with the drum. I also want to really think about using the drum to ground us, anchor us into our body, into this moment, and keep our feet nice and firm on this beautiful planet of ours. So I trust this is going to help support you. I'm going to pin my microphone over here somewhere. I trust that the microphone the drum's not too rattly in it. I will do my best for it not to be so, but I don't want to hold back my drumming just in case. So take some big breaths. You can't do anything wrong. And I'm going to drum. Enjoy. Okay. Thank you. I trust that you enjoyed that bit of drumming. I want to just take you down to the water. I actually think that the tide's coming in, and we'll finish up down there, just anchoring in that calm. You know, really letting things settle, letting things integrate, letting us feel our connection to the earth, feel our connection to our body and to this moment, and not getting too caught up thinking in the future too much or in the past too much, but just really thinking about how we feel now, and the what would you say, like the strength, the weight of our body and our being. Something really valuable to connect with in these moments. You know, sometimes we're off thinking about other people and things that haven't gone right, or things that we didn't say properly or do properly, or how we're going to say this that's coming up, and we just get so caught up in that mental space that we're really neglecting, for the most part, our connection with our body and this moment and being grounded. So if you even got a little bit of that from our time together, then that is fantastic. Let's just lift you up, and just going to, hello, just going to turn the camera around here, and we'll just spend a few moments just catching our breath, finding our centre, letting things calm down. Thinking about the importance of things that we're worried about. How important is it? If it's not that important, maybe we can close the door, maybe we can just deal with it, get it out of the way, and focus on the things that are important. And we may want to write a list of the things that are important for us at this time. You know, all the things that we're dealing with in our life. Write a big list and write down the relevance, the importance of that thing. Is it an emergency? Yeah, that's very important. Is it life or death? That's extremely important. What about the other things? Where would they fit in your priority list of importance? You're really choosing what you do with your time, how you spend your moments, because we're never going to get these moments back. They are precious. They are valuable. So let's not waste our moments thinking about people and things that are just not that important on the grand scheme of things. I'm so pleased I came down here. I thought that I would. I didn't know it was going to be such a full tide. This is probably the second time I've ever been here with such a full tide. You can usually walk right along there easily. I actually live just on the other side of the water there, where you can see some houses, but I live on the other side of that, so you can't see my house from here, but that's how close we are. I'm only about 10 minutes drive away from where I live, and no houses in sight. We've got an airport not far away. We've just got some sand dunes and pine trees here behind. It's a bit messy looking, but it's actually really beautiful because there's so many old trees that have fallen down. So we've got all these, you know, it's like a graveyard of trees, and I just love these types of trees. They are so inspiring to me, like sculptures. So thank you so much for connecting. I do trust that you feel good and you've received something helpful from our time together. Let me turn the camera around. It's very close up. Let's turn around here. Yeah, so thank you so much. If you want to be a part of this healing event next month, actually next month, because it's the last month of the year, it's going to be very much focused around endings, and January is going to be very much focused around beginnings. So I have that intention moving forward with our healing events in December and January. So you know, if you're inspired to continue supporting my work through Patreon at the level of receiving this healing, becoming a part of this healing list, then I look forward to connecting with you again next month. If you want to become a part of it, it's $15 for the month and you can cancel any time. So it clocks over again on the 1st of December and then you'll be added to this healing event next month. So if you want to do it, please have a look and see if it inspires you and resonates and works with your budget. Thank you. I've really enjoyed our connection today. I'm personally feeling really grounded and really calm and just really present, and that's really what I wanted just to simply achieve today. So if you feel that, then great. If you feel a bit more, then wonderful. Thank you. So have a great rest of your day, and I will be back to share with you again very soon. So thank you so much. Namaste. Sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. Bye for now. See ya.